It is 7:30. We do have a quorum. Andy, if you'd read the statement of open meeting law.
I, the undersigned clerk of the Board of Education, Waynoka School District I-3 of Woods County, Oklahoma, do hereby certify that prior to the December the 15th of the last calendar year, the date, time, and place, and agenda of this regular scheduled meeting was filed in the office of the county clerk. Excuse me. The year, date, and time, the place of this regularly scheduled meeting was filed in the office of the county clerk of Woods County, Oklahoma. If any changes have been made to the date, time, or place of this regularly scheduled meeting, prior proper notice in writing has been given to the county clerk as required by law no less than 10 days prior to the implementation of said change. I also certify that at least 24 hours prior to the meeting, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, that the date, time, and place of the agenda was posted in prominent public view at the location of the meeting. Witness my hand and seal, the school district, the 7th day of December 2015.
Rick?
Here.
Clint?
Here.
Don?
Here.
Andy?
Here.
I'm here. Any visitors' comments?
Here.
Okay, number 5, all of the following items will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. Consent agenda consists of discussion, consideration, and approval of the following items A through H.
Okay, I'll just give a little quick couple of points on finances. This was the first gross production check, the November one, that was down considerably. I mean, it was still 45,000, but it was down considerably from last year, and we're ahead of 13, 14, and 12, 13 at this point. But if it stays in that 40, and oil today was less than 40, so and gas was at a 9-year low. So if it stays at this, we're gonna be about half of what we were last year. But in reality, we haven't spent any gross production money in the last 3 years. I mean, our carryovers just went up at just about what our gross production is. So, something we'll continue to watch. Doesn't help us any, but as long as our valuation stays up and the way it is, and our expenditures right now are just about equal with the last 2 years at this time. We're a little high right now, but we bought a activity bus, and really we kind of absorbed a little bit of that this month. So, financially in sound position.
Has some of the money for the ag barn come out yet too?
No, we never wrote those checks.
Okay.
And I'll do that on my principal
You
report.
wrote the purchase order though. We just haven't wrote the check.
You know what the formula is? Isn't there once the price of gas stabilizes below a certain level, the formula changes a little bit?
And I don't know.
Percentage.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what that percentage is, or I don't know how that changes.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Rick, how do you vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Number 6, other reports, superintendent.
Just going back to a little comment on that gross production. When I first got here, I called some of the finance people that I know and asked them, if there was a way that I could predict, or the way I could tell where that gross production money, how they come to that figure. And they said that they've been up there at the Corporation Commission when they hand the checks out and didn't know how they come up with those figures. So if there's a way, I don't know, and the people that I know, and I know some pretty good finance people, and they couldn't do it. I talked to the guy that's supposed to build the ag barn. He was here this week looking around. He thinks that they should get the materials in about 2 weeks. I think end of this week, first of next week, his cement man should be here, and they should start looking at those kind of things. But he thought there's a possibility in 2 weeks that they could start work on the ag barn, so that'll be good. I've got two different you know, I've talked to you about, I've had 2 different architects kind of draw up or working on some drawings on some of the things that we had discussed to do for a bond issue. And Cur 3 is one of the groups, and they're supposed to be here next Tuesday with some preliminary drawings and just talk to me about some numbers. Boynton Williams hadn't told me yet when they're going to finalize their stuff and bring it. I met with Joe Hall this morning, and he is the construction manager for, he does all of Boynton Williams stuff. And he's the construction manager for all the buildings that's going on at Woodward, he did the fire station at Woodward. The fairgrounds, the school at Fargo, school at Buffalo. I mean, he's the man, and he was up here kind of telling me this morning, you know, what he does and what his role is and what he believes his role is in it. That was a good meeting, very informative meeting for me. So again, you know, that stuff's rolling. I think we're in good shape as far as timelines on that. And as I start getting, you know, some drawings and some numbers, and I'll get them to you as quick as I can, and we can start deciding if we want to go bigger, less, more, different, punt, kick, whatever, on those projects. But you know, everything else, you know, if you've been up here for the last couple of weeks, we've got basketball going everywhere. You've got a bracket in your that Lori fixed for you for the tournament this weekend at Alva. So, you know, everybody from 5th and 6th grade up is busy in playing basketball. We had a real nice weekend. We got to go to the city and take care of some stuff. I'll let Mr. Merriweather talk about that and the crowd he had this Saturday night. So in his presentation, but just getting along. Got 2 busy weeks. Tomorrow night is the elementary Christmas program. I don't know if you came to. That's probably Mr. Merriweather's too, but I stole it. I don't know if you were there last year for the elementary, but it's really a neat program. The kids do a wonderful job. I was really happy with that. So tomorrow night at 7 o'clock is the elementary program. So you need to come see it. Miss Hope has done a wonderful job with that music. That's a smart move on Mr. Merriweather's part to come up with that little that idea. Any questions on anything?
Who's the main go-to contractor for?
Well, for
is it
Cur 3 has a construction manager that they work with too, but I don't know him. I've never met him.
Okay.
Mr. Merriweather?
Well, just to kind of add there, yeah, Dana does do a great job. Lots of people turn out for that, and she really works hard on it. She's been working hard on it for over a month now, so it's quite a production she puts on. She's already worried about how she's going to top this one for next year, so I kind of know where she's coming from on that. Had a real good turnout. All of our football players, well, 2 didn't show, but they had other activities, but they were state academic champions in football. It's quite a little honor for our kids to get that. It's kind of exciting. We've got that in basketball now, and we've got it in football, and that's a pretty neat little deal. So we're real proud of the kids, and really had a lot of parents show up for that. So that was really a pretty neat deal, and I think David Glover was kind of impressed with our kids. He's from OSSAA, of their manners and how they acted, and our parents also. So he was impressed with our kids and community. So it was a neat little deal. And then we went and ate it, took the kids to eat, and that was paid for by a source in town that wants to stay anonymous, but we do appreciate that. So it was a great trip for our kids, and got in about 10:30 and maybe caught some of the Clemson ball game. So one other thing, since Curran's here, he's worked a little bit on a greenhouse, and I thought he might make a statement or two about what he's been doing out there.
Well, greenhouse is coming along pretty good. We've got pretty much everything up on it. All she needs is the scan to it. So we've been working pretty hard on that, and it's coming along pretty good.
So has anybody decided they want to lay cement for a living?
Well, I've actually considered it.
Really?
Yeah, just joining on a crew.
Uh,
Coach Chris has been doing a
Good
good
cement
job
people
teaching
are hard
us.
to find.
Thanks, Karen. That would wrap mine up.
Okay, number 7, vote to approve or not to approve school board resolution with Prosperity Bank.
Okay, we already used this credit card, and we changed it 3 years ago and put my name on it, and they didn't send us anything or make us do anything. But when we were going to make some changes this time, we got a new resolution that they wanted us to sign, and basically it's just that the Board of Education is aware that we use this credit card, and like I say, it's the same credit card you've been using for years. Nothing's changing on it except we just needed to change some information on it, and they wanted us to do a new resolution. So if I can get a motion to.
I'll make a motion we approve the resolution.
Second.
For a second, Clint, second. Clint, how do you vote?
Yes.
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 And Mindy and Andy need to sign that for me, please.
One page.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, number 8, vote to approve or not to approve the schedule of regular board meetings of Waynoka Board of Education for the 2016 calendar year.
Okay, I went and talked to Mr. Kaiser, and he does not have a junior high football schedule yet, so all I did was went with corresponding dates from last year. If he would have had a schedule, I would have tried to, I would have had you another one here.
I came and asked today, and Lori said that.
And you'd had this one, you'd had one with a couple of Tuesdays probably, but right now I don't know when those football games are going to be. So
Anybody have any questions on it? The one Tuesday is because of Labor Day.
Labor Day, correct, on September 6th.
I'll move we approve it.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Dawn, how do you vote?
Yes.
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 Any new business?
No new business.
Have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Have a second?
Second.
Andy?
Yes.
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 7:43.